Let me ask you something real quick. What is the very first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? You grab your phone, right? You scroll through Instagram, check your messages, maybe hit snooze 2 or 3 times. Then you rush to make coffee or tea, and you are out the door. Sound familiar? Now here's the thing nobody tells you. By the time you wake up in the morning, your body has already been running on empty for 6 to 8 straight hours. No food, no water, nothing. Your body has been working through the night, repairing cells, filtering your blood, regulating hormones. And it did all of that while completely fasting. So when you wake up and the first thing you put inside your body is coffee or a heavy breakfast, you're skipping the one thing your body is screaming for: water. Here's what's even more shocking. There's a habit practiced for centuries in Japan called mizu wo nomu, which simply means drinking water first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Japanese culture has linked this practice to longevity, better skin, sharper minds, and stronger digestion for generations. And now, modern science is actually catching up and confirming what they already knew. Because when you drink water on an empty stomach every single morning, something remarkable starts happening inside your body. Not one thing, not 2 things, 7 things. And by the time you finish reading this, I promise you, tomorrow morning you will never skip your glass of water again. Number 1, your metabolism catches fire within 10 minutes. Here's something that will genuinely blow your mind. Within just 10 minutes of drinking water on an empty stomach, your metabolic rate shoots up by nearly 30%, and this effect lasts for almost a full hour. This is not a myth. This is not a wellness influencer making things up. This comes directly from a landmark study by Dr. Michael Boschman and his team at the medical faculty of Humboldt University in Berlin. They measured exactly what happens inside the body after 500 milliliters of water is consumed in a fasted state, and the numbers were remarkable. The body's energy expenditure, meaning the rate at which it burns calories, increased by 30% within that short window. The reason this happens comes down to a process called water-induced thermogenesis. When you drink water that's cooler than your body temperature, your body has to work to heat that water up to match its internal temperature. This takes energy, and this burning of energy is exactly what raises your metabolic rate. Interestingly, the same study found that cooler water actually produces a greater thermogenic effect than warm water because the body has to work harder to regulate the temperature. Now think about what this means in practical terms. If you drink 500 milliliters of water every single morning before eating anything, you're essentially giving your metabolism a 30% boost for the first hour of your day. Your body is burning more calories while you're just sitting there drinking water, before breakfast, before exercise, before doing anything at all. Another study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism confirmed this exact finding, that drinking water can increase metabolic rate by approximately 30% within 10 to 40 minutes after intake. And a study from Virginia Tech found that people who consistently increased their water intake burned an extra 48 calories per day on average. That may not sound like much, but over the course of a year, that adds up to over 17,000 extra calories burned, which is roughly equivalent to 5 pounds of fat, without changing anything else about your diet or exercise routine. So, if you've been struggling to lose weight and nothing seems to work, here's a free, calorie-free, effort-free place to start. Drink water first thing in the morning. Your metabolism will thank you. Number 2, your brain wakes up faster than any cup of coffee can manage. Most people reach for coffee the second they wake up because they think it's what gives them mental clarity and focus. But here's what's actually happening. That morning brain fog, that slow, sluggish, can't think straight feeling you have when you first wake up, that's not a caffeine deficiency, that's dehydration. During an average night of sleep, your body loses somewhere between 300 and 400 milliliters of fluid just through breathing and sweating. You're not drinking anything for 7 or 8 hours. So by the time you open your eyes in the morning, you're already mildly dehydrated.
And even mild dehydration, as little as 1 to 2% of your body weight, has a measurable negative impact on your brain. Professor David Benton from the Department of Psychology at the University of Wales conducted extensive research on this topic and found that reduced fluid intake measurably impairs cognition, memory, attention, and mood. And these are not minor effects. A 2011 study published by Professor Matthew Ganio and colleagues at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital found that even young, healthy men experienced poor cognitive performance, increased fatigue, and worsened mood when mildly dehydrated. And a 2020 study found that rehydrating immediately upon waking replenished the fluids lost overnight and led to better mental clarity and focus throughout the entire day, not just in the morning. Now here's the important part. Water actually reaches your brain within minutes of drinking it. It crosses into your bloodstream quickly and begins restoring the fluid balance in your brain cells almost immediately. Coffee, on the other hand, is a diuretic, meaning it causes your kidneys to flush out more water. So when you drink coffee first thing in the morning on an empty, dehydrated stomach, you're actually making the dehydration worse before it gets better. The smarter sequence: drink water first, let your brain rehydrate, then, if you still want your coffee, have it. You'll actually find that you need less of it because your brain is already functioning at a higher level thanks to the water. Think of water as the original brain booster, the one that's been there long before any supplement or nootropic ever existed. Number 3, your digestive system gets a complete reset. Here's something your stomach desperately needs and almost never gets. After hours of being completely empty, your digestive system needs to be woken up gently and efficiently, and water on an empty stomach does exactly that. When you drink water first thing in the morning, it acts as a natural lubricant for your entire digestive tract. It stimulates the muscles of the intestines to start moving, activates digestive enzymes, and helps move any waste material that has been sitting in your colon overnight. This is why so many people find that drinking water in the morning leads to a more regular, more comfortable bowel movement shortly after. Medical experts from Manipal hospitals, one of India's leading healthcare networks, specifically recommend drinking water on an empty stomach to stimulate bowel movement and help empty the bowels efficiently. Gastroenterologist Dr. Peyton Baruchim from the Gastroenterology Institute of Southern California confirms that water helps soften stool and assists in digesting dietary fiber, both of which are critical for smooth, healthy digestion. But it goes even deeper than that. When water enters your stomach on an empty stomach, there's no food competing for absorption, no digestive processes diverting resources. The water gets into your bloodstream faster, rehydrates the mucosal lining of your gut, and stimulates what is called the gastrocolic reflex, a natural response where the movement of food or fluid into the stomach triggers contractions in the colon. This is exactly why people who drink water first thing in the morning often have a bowel movement within 20 to 30 minutes. Their body's natural rhythm is being supported rather than disrupted. And for anyone who struggles with bloating, acid reflux, constipation, or that heavy, uncomfortable feeling in the stomach, drinking water before anything else in the morning can provide significant relief. When your gut is properly hydrated and moving efficiently, inflammation decreases, nutrient absorption improves, and the whole system just works better. Think of it like lubricating an engine before you push it hard. You wouldn't rev a car engine dry and expect it to run smoothly. Your digestive system is no different. Number 4, your skin starts glowing from the inside out. You can spend hundreds of dollars on serums, moisturizers, and face masks, and some of them genuinely work, but none of them will give your skin what water hydration from the inside can give you, because skin health starts at the cellular level, and cells need water to function. Your skin is approximately 30% water. It contains something called the dermis and epidermis, layers of living cells that need to be constantly hydrated to maintain elasticity, plumpness, and that healthy glow that everyone is chasing. When those cells are dehydrated, the effects show up fast. Your skin looks dull, feels dry, fine lines appear more prominent, and your complexion loses its natural brightness. A 2007 study published in the International Journal of Cosmetic Science looked at what happens to skin when people consistently increase their water intake. The results were striking. People who drank 2.25 liters of water daily for 4 weeks showed a significant improvement in skin density and thickness. Their skin became more resilient, more elastic, and more hydrated at a structural level. Dr. Stephen Deladuca, a board-certified dermatologist at Forefront Dermatology, put it plainly, without adequate water intake, skin appears duller. Proper hydration levels help the skin become plump and improve its elasticity, meaning it's less likely to crack, develop irritations, or form blemishes. Now, here's why drinking water on an empty stomach specifically matters for your skin. When your stomach is empty, your body absorbs water far quickly and more efficiently. There's no food competing for absorption,